Siren, why are you being like that? You're tired? I'm tired. Flip won't shut up over there. No, he's running late because he got a late start. I know he had problems. I gotta get some coins searched somehow. And usually I do that with you guys. I did finish about a half a box of pennies while Flip was going up. And I got a weird one. I now I want to say like environmental, right? But here's what we got. I'll give you a macro shot. Roadhog, hello. So this is what I got. It's weird. What caught me about it was obviously the look of it, a little bit. Okay, there we're focused in. It's 1972, right? You can still see the details, but it looks like it's been eaten away or something. But here's the thing. This thing is super thin. Like crazy thin. And all the details mostly still there. The front's a little more worn than the back. But there's like no rim on this thing to speak of. Not really. And it weighs 2 grams. That's a lot of copper loss. I mean, and it's thin as all get out. So what is this? Is this a Wheatie? Yeah, that's a 57. Let me grab the bag, see if I can find a 70. That's a 63. It's close enough. So that's the... If I could hold it flat. That's the difference. Right? And this is it, because I know what you're thinking, what I'm thinking. Like diameter loss, right? Like, oh, it basically shrank, it got eaten away, right? So here's the 63, right? Because that's what I thought too. Here is the 72 right over top of it. You see, it's not really lost a whole lot, if any, diameter. I can't get it to sit right, but it's essentially still the same size. I don't think that the rim would make it lose a whole gram. I know the rim's thick. I'm not saying that, but that's a lot. Actually, a little over a gram. And it's just so thin. Super thin. So I'm kind of wondering if this wasn't, I don't know, some other foreign penny. I'm going to have to do my research. But I don't know if this was like struck by accident on some other foreign planchet and then like environmentally damaged. I'm not sure, but it just seems too light. I mean, look at that. For a penny, that's razor thin. And even these, at their thickest point, they're much thicker. Like, you can just feel it. They're much thicker than what this one is representing. So, I got this weird zombie coin. Oh, Josh is here. What's up, Josh? Yeah, I don't know about this one, but I'm keeping it in my weird coin pile just because, I mean, how can I not? It's a 2-gram copper penny from 1972. Anyhow, we don't have a lot of time to waste. We literally don't have a lot of time to waste. It's already midnight here where I'm at. So we're going to get into some quarters. I got 10 on the table. You know what? Let's start with this one because it's got a 67 showing on top. Who knows? They're all bank wrapped. It's a full box. Probably nothing amazing, but we'll see what we find. We're not going to get through the whole box tonight. Dear God, no. But we'll get through something. I don't know what's going on with my channel either. I know I haven't been putting out content quite as much as I usually do. Work's been killing me. Well, that was easy. But I put out a couple of shorts, and I don't know what's going on over in the YouTube land, but they are dead. They're not the best shorts, don't get me wrong. I didn't expect them to like rocket to stardom or anything, but even for my channel, they're just dead. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm I don't know, I'm in some kind of test phase where they see if I'm going to quit. I'm not sure. But they're not putting my stuff out like they normally do at all. Okay, no copper. 2023. Nice Tuskegee, but nothing special. Brown coin. It's like paint or something. 1970 something. Copper Owl Coins is lurking. Appreciate the lurk. There's a really nice 1993. It's got all its breast feathers and everything. I'm going to set that in my nice Washington pile that I still got from that collection dump. So, did anyone buy anything over at Flip's house? I know I did. Nothing too crazy, but I bought some oddities I probably shouldn't have. I spent as much on the oddities as I spent in silver today, pretty much. That's never a good thing. 2010 Mount Hood. I know I have one, but those are harder and harder to find. Alright. We're going to get through some coins tonight. Try to. So I'm going to ignore the chat like I always do. Don't hate me. It's what I got to do. Chat word lucky. Ooh, look at that. 2 letters. That's pretty cool. Got a lot of Ada Mae Wongs in here. I mean, that's not surprising. There's a 65. We don't like you. But we'll see. I got these. I want to open them, but I got a weird one. I'm never going to get through these coins. Okay, so take a look at this. Now, these are wrapped rolls, and we're fairly certain that they are all... come on, camera. There we go. We're fairly certain that they're all, you know, bank wrapped, mint wrapped. Not necessarily mint, but close to from the mint. And I'm pretty sure they're all Ada Mae Wong. I haven't busted one to open it to make sure, but it's pretty obvious. One side's Ada Mae Wong, the other side's 2022 on every single one. Look at this one. I know the light sucks, but on his cheek, it's kind of like a lamination error or something, but it's missing some of the details on the strike. And there's like a split there and a split right by his eye. I know it's hard to see. See if we can come down a bit. There, you can kind of see it. I don't know if it's like a defective planchet. There's actually, it's flat there, like kind of concave a bit. I don't know what's going on with that, and it doesn't look like anything that could have been done on the roll. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like it happened on the strike. It's very strange. So I got that sitting there. It's like everything I find, it's probably nothing, which is fine, but I like to hold on to the oddities and try to see if maybe they could be something. No silver. Ada Mae Wong. I haven't been looking at the Washingtons. I think they got better about the Washington face now, and so I really think you're gonna start seeing less and less kind of as they figure out that dye and the problems with it. They'll get better at making them, and so I think you'll really start to see less and less dye chips and things. The reason there's so many on the state quarters is just because so many different designs and they never really got to perfect them before they would change over. So, and then the dyes are out of service. So, man, there were a few like 60s, 67, and such in there. Uh-oh, people are already gambling. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what we got. I do have some. I ripped it. I like to try to reuse these rolls if I can. Apparently, a knife isn't the best thing to use. This one's toast. I have some content planned. It'll be interesting if I can do it right, I think. So we'll see if I can get to that this weekend. I have the children, and I'm sure they're going to be needy, as usual. They have been historically. No silver. Crossing the Delaware. 2022 Salt River, but it's a P 66. 66. Want to find a spitting horse on a Delaware, but I haven't yet. Come to think of it, I complained about the Bessie Coleman, but I guess the Ada Mae Wong's just as bad. I get what they tried to do. They tried to make it like a makeup. I don't even know what that's called. Vanity, like with the lights and stuff on it, but they're taking up too much of the coin doing what they're doing. There's a nice Virginia. They just need to use the full coin. I don't care to have a border on the coin. I don't know why they're taking up a third of the coin with border. Even on the state quarters, or I'm sorry, the national parks, that big rim, that takes away a lot of real estate from the coin design. Another 67? Interesting. Try not to drop that giant mug. Alright, no silver. 2001. This one's got like gum on it. And it's an Ohio quarter. 65. South Carolina. Ada Mae Wong. Apparently it's time to release all of those. I knew they would flood because they were kind of slow rolling. At the end of the year, that's going to be a lot of what you see coming out is just rolls and rolls of the last few iterations. A 1980 and a Salt River, but it's a filly. Look at that. How's everything going over there in Flip's house? Anybody still over there playing double duty? Siren probably is. Siren, I just feel like, is in 7 live streams at once. Constantly. That may be her job. I'm not sure. She seems to be everywhere. I go places occasionally and she's just there. Nothing in that roll. I think I'm still 2 quarters short on the National Park book. I think we got the Glacier last round. Maybe not the best Glacier. Was it Glacier? I think it was. think we're missing Acadia and something else. The funny part is, I've seen them before plenty of times, but just, I don't know why this time, this go round when I'm filling a book, I've just not seen them. I don't know what it is about the mintage or what. Maybe it was like truly a little lower, but I shouldn't be having this hard of a time finding some of these coins in circulation. I wouldn't think. Yeah, I think they fixed a lot of those problems on the Ada May Wongs. Maybe. I don't know. I've not heard of a lot of like errors or die chips or anything. There's been a couple kind of unsubstantiated people have claimed they had something. And like one, it looks like she's crying or something, a tear kind of thing on the eye. But my knowledge, there's only one of those that's been found and no one's been able to. There's a really nice Arkansas. Ooh. It's not perfect. What is that? 2003? We'll keep that one. It's pretty close. Not, for what I consider. Nice Eagle, 98. There's a glacier. I wonder if that's an upgrade. We will find out together. 1983. That might be a good candidate to throw on my coin keychain. I'm going to put I think I'm going to do like a birth year set on a key ring, just of clad. Nothing special. No silver. So what's going on with everybody else? Diggin' Dave, thank you for stopping in. Hope all is well. Nice stream the other night, by the way. What was that? It's like 2 nights ago? I only caught the tail end of it, but it was a very good hunt. Well, tail end of it. Towards the end of it. Things are picking up for you too. You're finding like a lot of... I think, if I recall, I don't know, I don't remember exactly where you're at, but your area seems to be getting like a lot of good finds. Our stuff over here's... It's been a bit dry, other than like customer dumps and collection dumps. And the actual bankrolls, they've been kind of lackluster. I'm going to bring this down. I think there's a tiny die chip on this one. No, maybe I'm wrong. I can always be wrong. It just looked like it. Maybe it was the way the light was hitting it. Yeah, I guess not. Perfect. All right. Oh, yeah. So, I think you're... If I'm thinking correctly, there's a lot of us, so it's hard to keep everybody straight. I think you're, like, south of me, at the very least. Like, a couple states or whatnot, if I recall. And I don't know, man. I'm going to start trying to go out to, like, if I could have time to do that. Go out to like the boonies when I travel, legitimately. I've traveled once and I said I was going to do this and I didn't get time to on that trip, but legitimately now I think I'm going to go out to like the boonies and go get coins and stuff from them, because I feel like in smaller towns maybe things like circulate and the coin hunters don't necessarily get to it, because I'm just not doing that amazing. I find some stuff here and there, but it's not been anything substantial. Even the silver and the quarters has been very minimal. W's in the last 6 months, maybe like 6 or 7. 2 silver dimes. I did find from that collection dump in nickels, I did find some more nickels. That was very nice. Um, but aside from those instances, our rolls and stuff are kind of dry. I have a feeling there's a lot of coin hunters in Ohio. 500 dimes and 500 dimes bags, 6 silvers, and one of the silvers is a Japanese silver 10 sen from 19. What? Oh, yeah, that's cool. I love Japanese stuff. So, well, Oriental culture of all kind. I should state that, but specifically uh, Japanese culture. So, that's really cool. That is, and it's silver, so that's just a double whammy. There's a brown coin, Philly, Wisconsin, no leaf. Salt River, 65. I hate 65s. Every time I see a 65, it just reminds me of the line that we're going to continue to see and see and see without silver. Nothing on the edges. Homestead. No leaky bucket. No snow on the roof. Don't feel bad. I did 6 boxes of Have the other days and only 3 40%ers. No. Yeah. And I almost don't even care about the silver. I would rather... I'll take it. Don't get me wrong, and that's the primary reason why I'm searching most of the time, but I would take some cool stuff, a cool find over a silver. Actually, that's one of the things I was complaining about the other day on a live, is that I haven't been finding a lot of foreigns. There for a while at my bank, the main one I pull from, I was finding like all kinds of cool foreign coins. And now I'm not. I mean, yeah, but it just goes to what you're saying. Like, it's waves. Like, you'll get a bunch of cool stuff, and then it'll get dry. But it's been real dry, and I still don't know why. I put in an order at the other bank today. There's a Smoky Mountains that's actually in pretty decent shape, but we're going to toss it. I put in an order for halves because my bank just cannot get them. I don't know if... I have no idea what it is about their supplier, or I have no idea. I've taken their halves that they did have. People brought more back in and stocked them back up somehow. Like, people brought them in. I went through those. Nothing. They have some, but the company, whoever their distributor or whatever is, just will not give them any more. I messed this one up, didn't I? I have no idea what that's about, but they've asked and asked and asked, and when you keep getting rejected time and time again, like, you kind of start to feel bad for asking. We have a really weird road quarter in here. Oh, God. Oh. Well, this one's just all kinds of damaged. It's missing a chunk there. Smashed all up over here. It's a 93. Nothing too interesting, but it's got lots of damage on it. No silver. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a lot of coin roll hunters in Ohio. That's the feeling that I get too. There's hunting Southwest Ohio, which I don't know exactly where he's at, but I have a good idea, the area. Not specifically. I'm just speaking very generally. Southwest Ohio is not that big, and there's not much out there. So he's either out in the boonies somewhere, or he's in one of the few major areas that we have. So he's close, and just coin collecting is I'm not gonna say like popular, but I feel like there's a lot of us. You're right. So outside of like a coin dump, 55 or not 55, 65. Um, it's kind of a crapshoot. I'm gonna see though, because they took my order. The other bank did for halves, and they told me they would let me know. Like they didn't see any reason why they put them in this week. They wouldn't get them theoretically like next week or the week after. They said. So we're gonna see how that goes. There's a 74 that looks like it's been whizzed on or something. It's a little too shiny. 72. It's a quiet night. I'm just going to get through these as fast as I can. I know it's not as exciting, and I'm not talking to the chat as much as I could, even though I normally don't that much anyway, but I'm trying to get through coins. Yeah, there's a lot of us in Ohio, though. It's, I was thinking, I don't know about like an official, I'll have to look that up, but I was thinking of looking in. There's only one that I can find so far. There's only one coin, like, numismatist group in Ohio, and it's like in Columbus, and it's like, I don't know, that would be like an hour and a half drive for me. So not super excited about the prospect of driving an hour and a half for a coin meeting. So I might get a little more creative in my search, but if I can't, like, I'm half tempted just to see if I can start like a county-wide coin club or something, just to kind of, I don't know, once a month have a meeting or something. Somebody's got to want to do that. Some of these older collectors, I'm not dogging on anybody, but in general, it's an older person's hobby. That's not a rule, but that's a general statement in general. And so a lot of these older people probably don't have a whole lot of this kind of stuff going on. No silver. And so, I feel like, and I don't know how many of them want to drive to Columbus to have a meeting. Seems like a lot to do for our area. So either there's got to be more clubs that I don't know about, or I don't know, maybe I will try to start one. I don't care if it's just me looking at coins somewhere that I decide to make a meeting place. It'd still be kind of cool, and eventually people would get hit, I would imagine, especially if I made it like some kind of official. I don't know who you make it official with, but ooh, there's a really nice River of No Return. Almost perfect, but the front's got a bunch of crap on it. Why is it always got to be like that? You find a really nice looking coin and you flip it over and it looks like trash. It's always one side. Oh, so it's not south, it's west. Okay. Well, that's still, you're a bigger metropolitan area there than we have. Ohio is a black hole of pretty much everything. These I already looked through. I don't know why I stacked them up there. No silver. I need coin roll hunting mats, and I know Flip's been busy with his neighbor's passing and the charity auction last week, but I'm getting desperate. Give him some more time, but I need some coin roll hunting mats. Not even just for like the mat themselves. looks like it kind of helps you organize, and as I said before, it kind of allows you to go to the more sorting method. I don't really sort. I have a mental note of the kind of stuff I'm looking for, and then, obviously any oddities, and I just go through them and then toss them. So, while I like to think I'm not missing anything, that's probably not the case. I don't know what the doubles are. I don't know if there's repunched mint marks, which I know we don't do, generally speaking, as much as we used to on coins. But, the things. I don't know all of what I'm looking for, and that would make it a little nicer. Yeah. Now, okay, so Copper Owl, you said your town is small. So how is your experience? You think you're doing on average with, I guess, other boxes that you see in general, or do you feel like being in a small town has some advantages? Like, do you think you're finding rarities, oddities, and stuff more often being in the small town, or less? Plus, I need space. Even moving the desk and getting all of this set up, I have more space than I did. But the desk. The desk always looks like a coin bomb went off on it. I have so many coins just around. It's ridiculous. I need a better sorting system. And storage system. It's not too bad, but first save's full, second save's full, and then stuff like, wait, that's one of the 2009s. Virgin Islands, it's not in that great a shape. All my clad stuff, the stuff that's really not worth as much, I don't worry about putting up. I just have them around in different forms. But even that, just bins and bins of coins. Wheat cents? Get out of here. Like, I got bins, bags. It's starting to add up. And in this house that I'm in currently, doesn't have a lot of storage space. It's not that big. So that creates its own kind of problems. 2012, 2013 Great Basin. Well, I'm a small suburb. I can't read. Small suburb of KC. The main town is 15 minutes away. 15-minute drive, several banks. I'd say I do pretty well on hunts. 2 to 3 average per box the last year, over almost 80 boxes. That's, I can't tell you how many halves. Oh, it's been so dry. When I was getting them, I got a couple of boxes there towards the end. There were some boxes I was getting, and there was one, I posted a short on it. It was early on in the channel, but I basically got what looked to me like another Hunter's box, reused rolls and all. I don't even think I searched that one. I just, you can look at it and tell if you're reusing rolls like that and you brought a whole box back, I'm kind of figuring that you went through it, right? So I don't even think I hunted that. That might have been, there's a decent Georgia. That might have been the last box I think I got from my bank, and now everything they have I've already been through, and they're not getting anything more, unless occasionally I'll go in and they'll say, oh, somebody brought in a couple rolls of halves or whatnot, and I've gone through those, but I don't count that as much. I have been getting like some collection stuff though recently. I almost want to like advertise, like put up a damn billboard that says I buy coins. Just so these people will call me before taking the stuff to the bank. Some of it, you know, mint wrapped rolls like the Sacagaweas and stuff I got. Somebody turned those in. You know, who in their right mind would do that? Even a quick eBay search will tell you that they go for more than $25. So whoever's turning this stuff in doesn't even search or ask. I don't know. Anybody. They just go take it to the bank. Oh, Donna, hello. Welcome in. We're going through quarters. We're going to try to get through as many as possible. That's why I'm ignoring the chat like a boss. It's not anything too crazy, but we're not even through the first 10 rolls yet. So, they're all bank wrapped. So, I mean, that can be good. It can be bad. It's a toss-up. I will say, I'm going to finish these national parks. The book that I'm working on, for sure, but I don't know. I feel like W's are getting lighter. Well, way lighter than normal. I found that 2019 San Antonio missions or whatever have you. I think that's the last one I found in a while. And so those are getting a bit lighter. There's not a lot of silver going on. I'm trying to get halves now, and if that starts to go well, I might actually get to switch back to halves. I've really only been doing the quarters because I can't get halves. And it's about the same amount of money. Well, it is exactly the same amount of money, give or take how many boxes you can get. And so I've been kind of doing quarters out of desperation for not having any halves to search for like the last, I don't know, 6 months or something. I get quarters when I can't get halves. So we'll see. Hopefully a couple weeks from now, there's a decent Nevada. Oh, but it's got a rim ding. And so we'll see how that goes. If this other bank they claim they can order me whatever I want. I'm sure within some reason. But they claim they can do that. So if they can do that, I might start stacking up boxes. It's a decent New Jersey with a fingerprint on it. Annette's here. Welcome in, Annette. So we're going to get through at least the 10 rolls. See where we fare after that. But right now, I have a BU Arkansas, probably AU-BU. And then a Glacier that we're going to check and see if it's an upgrade for the book. And also, we'll take a look at the book to see what I'm actually missing, because I think we're down to 2 coins. And this is not like any kind of awesome set. It's just the nicest examples I could find. I have upgraded a few along the way, but unless I have like really ugly coins, I don't worry too much about upgrading them, unless it's literally just a book filler and we're saving that spot for something better. No silver. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the shorts, though. I tried to post one just because, or whatever, 1 or 2, because I hadn't gotten a video out, and like the last 2 just did horrible. And again, I've been on YouTube long enough to know that there's like ebbs and flows, but pretty bad. I think the last Last one, I don't even think it crossed 100 views, which for a channel of my size is almost unthinkable. And a lot of my subscribers came from shorts, right? So that's very weird. I'm still confused on how shorts work a little bit because, oh, there's a bicentennial. Kind of weird looking one, but that goes in the pile. Um, it's, they put them out in front of people, right? Like I know, I watch some shorts occasionally, not for long, but you know I'll scroll through it a bit here and there, and it puts stuff in front of you. It's not like you can really search shorts, you know, the way you really can YouTube for like the long form content. So, like, if you put it in front of somebody, excuse me, they pretty much watch it at least for like a second or two. So I don't know at what point they actually count them as like an actual view or a watch or any of that, but I would think if somebody watches for a few seconds with them being so short that would count. There's a really nice Connecticut, but the front's a little messed up. But yeah, it's definitely weird. Jimmy. Uh-oh, Jimmy's here. Siren's still here. She hasn't said anything in a minute. Gotta watch her. Jimmy and her are here. That means it's giveaway time. 86. Wilma. No dye chips. Washington. 22 people. Alright. What do we have? I still haven't done the mailings for the week. So, I got a bunch of stuff for Constitutional. I got some other stuff. Thank God. It seems like most of it's smaller. I'll be able to do most of that in envelopes. I really like the envelopes. It keeps costs down. It's really not... I think it's beneficial for everyone. Plus, you know. What do I have? The silver bin's getting a little dry. The one that I'm sitting on. It's like right here. What do I have that's cool? I mean, we can always just do gram bars, I guess. We'll eventually get through all of these. Do a couple. A tank, that seems fitting. And an Indian. Okay. Cool, we'll start off with that. We'll keep it simple, since this is a very quick and impromptu live stream. I didn't want to step on Flip's toes too much, but he gave me no choice. He's running late and he's running long. I can't handle it. I'm gonna get on here sometimes. Okay. So, let me pull this up and start it. What the heck is this? Streamlabs music? Oh, you can play music. I don't care. I don't want music. I want to give away stuff. Boom. 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 Alright, it's on. Couple of grams, at least on this one. North Shore. Donna's got one. Kendall's got one. I'm talking about mailings. Coin Junkie's got one. CM's got one. Siren's got one. And then Constitutional has like a pile I've been building over time. Is it working? I don't see any entries. Oh, wow. It just came through? Is there a lag? That's weird. Huh, because it's like already 30 seconds in. Well, a minute in. Am I lagging on my own stream? Anyhow, jump into that when you get a free moment. I'll keep it open if I have to. I'll reopen it if people are playing double duty with other live streams. I get it. There's lots of stuff going on. It is Friday night. Well, now technically it's Saturday morning here on the East Coast, but you get the idea. I don't really count the day switching over until I sleep. That kind of bothered me when I was on third shift. Everybody would be like, "Oh, you know, see you tomorrow," or they would say, "See you tonight," or whatever, and I'm like, "No, that's tomorrow," because when I go to sleep, the day switches in my head, at least. But thankfully, I am not on off shift anymore. Oh, look, there's another bicentennial. Huh. That's 2 in short timing. What is going on with the chat? Did my stream stop? Something going on? Okay, Donna said, yeah, she's going to sit out. I don't know who else is here. But I don't have... Okay, I did... What is going on with my chat then? Hold on. Did my chat stop? I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy then. Because it looked like the chat stopped. Like, no movement for a long time. But I see a couple people in there. I don't care. It's basically good odds. The giveaways aren't about like trying, they're never amazing, right? They are usually silver, sometimes really nice coins, but it's not really about trying to draw attention or to get people to come over here to necessarily watch for that. It's more to reward the people that do come and hang out, so they get something for spending some time. And I think we're done. Yep, we're done. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a 50-50 tonight. Annette. Okay, so Annette, if I remember, I can't remember if it was you or Donna. I'll check. Let me check my list. I won't put the darn thing up on screen this time. So I did for a split second last time. Where is that? I know where it is. Do I have you? I don't think... Oh, wait, no, yeah, I do. I got you. All right, Annette. Let me put this in an envelope or baggy thing temporarily until it goes out, and then we'll get this out to you. And actually, I have some work to do tomorrow morning / afternoon, but then as soon as I get that done, I'm gonna get all the mailings out. So yours should be going out soon. Some of these other people have been waiting like a week. Come on, ink pen. It's 2023. Like, can somebody not figure out a better way for ink pens to work? It still seems like it's very old technology at this point. Alright. Cool. Guessing since these are stacked, I already looked at them. If not, hopefully those 6 coins didn't have anything amazing in them. You know what I haven't found in a while? In the quarters either. Let me get this all down off my screen now that I know I have her address. Where's it at? Boom. I haven't found a proof quarter in a while either. I have found one in the last like 6 months, but just one. I think it was like a 80 something quarter. I posted a short or some, yeah, I think it was a short. I posted on that when I found the proof quarter. And that, obviously it said like, "Oh, I found a proof in a bankroll." Right? It's not clickbait. It's quite literally what happened. And some guy comes in on the short or whatever and comments, and he says, it's like a smart ass comment. It was something to the effect of like, "Congratulations, you found a circulated coin in circulation," or something. And I get what he's saying, like it's circulated, but like he's being like a dick about it. Like to the point of just that comment. It's not like he badgered me or anything, but yeah, like it's still a proof coin, even if it's a little dinged up or whatever. Some people just love to kill other people's happiness. Oh, there's the Roadhog. Don't feel bad. Mine's been doing the same. Annette's mailing address is the same as Jimmy's. Yeah. Don't you... You gotta win so much stuff. I don't know if we'll get through another 10 rolls, but we're gonna try. That's old looking, but it's not silver. Ooh, that's new looking. 2021. I never really expect to do like enders or anything. It's like a dirty 92. But what was it? It was something recently. I was searching and it would have been an ender kind of thing, and I didn't look. And so that has bothered me a bit. I'm like, oh, I guess I should look. It'd be... What is that? I don't know. I can't tell. It's not silver, though. Oh, you look weird. That looks very toned. Still looks clad, but very toned. Like a nice Washington pack, maybe? Tracy Tintin. Oh, welcome in. Thanks for joining the stream. We're sorting quarters. Well, Roadhog, this phone has been messed up since day one, and the previous two as well. You don't have to tell me about phone problems. I had some a few weeks ago. Took me a while to sort out. Over a week. Well, I think it's just shy of a week, technically. Well, actually, I don't know, because I don't know when exactly it stopped working, but it took quite a while to fix that one. I was not a happy camper. No silver. 2021, no dyed chip. Dun, 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 dun. I knew what you meant, Tracy. Yeah, the technology is good, and I like it, but sometimes it's a bigger pain than it's worth. Sometimes. There's a decent Massachusetts, but I have a whole stack of those somewhere. I still haven't moved any of those. I don't know what I would have to do on eBay. There's not many people, I suppose, searching for nice clad quarters. So I don't even remember. I did try to bump it down a while back. Didn't move. So I'm not 100% sure what I would have to do there. There's another one. Really nice Massachusetts. Interesting. Obviously, they're more common than I thought. But I forget what I bumped it to. But oh, yeah, No extra cactus. I could probably still bring it down. Obviously, whatever I have in them is face value. So, I'll see. I'm going to review hopefully this weekend or Sunday. I'm going to review some eBay stuff and try to revamp it. I haven't put a whole lot of extra stuff on there in a minute. And therefore, some of the stuff I have hasn't sold. So, it's been a little stagnant there too. But then again, I feel like everyone's still kind of reeling after the holidays, trying to get back into like the swing of things. So a lot of this extra kind of stuff might be, kind of off people's radar. I think things will pick back up in, like a month or so. Oh, there's a really nice California. Wow. Huh. Not the face has too many scratches, but the back's gorgeous. Probably sat in a book. It's your carrier? Yeah, it was my carrier too. Well, the phone's carrier. So Verizon did something to change like how their towers worked, and even though I have a Verizon phone, but I'm off Verizon's network, it essentially killed my phone on somebody else's network and made it inoperable. And so I had to do a whole bunch of stuff and jump through a bunch of hoops and figure it out myself. And eventually I did and got it fixed and working. But the other alternative was buy a new phone. And if you guys know, I'm cheap. I'm very cheap. I can be. Anyway, not, I guess, in everything, but I don't like to spend money, and I certainly don't like spending money on myself. It's a hard thing for me to do, so my phone's still mostly good. So I'm like, I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on another phone. So I put in the work to get it to function properly. That was an adventure. It's like a whole day. It took me, well, probably like a day and a half between researching and everything. Duke Ellington. I don't see any doubling on that. Nope. Oh, yeah. Things always pick back up. I feel like that's the name of the game now. Everybody's got their attention split between so much stuff. Sometimes you do run like a bad luck streak for a while, but they always end, and there's always some period of better times before the next thing happens and knocks the wind out of you or whatever have you. I know that's kind of the way it is for me. And the problem for me is I don't, or at least in the past, I haven't always like treasured the quiet time. And then when things get bad again or something happens, I'm like, what the hell? I get pissed and I'm like, oh, wait, no, it was good for like 2 or 3 months and I just didn't appreciate it. So I'm working on trying to appreciate the quiet more. Try to. Like the time now where the kids are asleep and not going crazy or making lots of noise or running around the house doing the things that kids do. I really want to find one of these Tuskegees with that, they call it the burning building. I don't know if that's what I'd call it, but I get it. They call it the burning building. I would really like to find one of those. Diggin' Dave found one recently. Frostbite, what are you doing here? I am alive and looking through quarters. I couldn't hang out at Flips anymore. I had to get some quarters searched, and I generally do that on live, right? So I had to step on some toes tonight. Plus he's running late. Had some technical difficulties. So I feel like I'm slightly justified. I don't even know if he's done yet over there. Last I checked, I think he was on the back half when I started this up over an hour ago. So, yeah, he should be about done by now, I think. Hopefully. If not, poor guy. It's a long day. I picked up a couple things, though. I saw you... Frostbite, did you get that? Wasn't that a Benji you were, Did you get that Benji that you bid on, or did somebody outbid you? Because I can't remember. I know you put a bid on it, and then I for some reason, I want to say somebody outbid you, and you let it go. I got a couple of things. I didn't spend much. Because right now, I'm trying not to spend much on things that aren't silver. I did get the mint sets with the 40%ers. Yeah, I paid for those. A little more than just a 40. But they are going to be really nice 40s. And then... What else did I get? I got 87 set. Well, at least I think 2 of them. Oh, and that silver dime. Again, it's silver. Paid $15 for a dime. It is graded, though. So, not exactly the fundamentals of silver stacking, but still pretty cool. I like dimes a lot, and I saw a cheap silver dime in good condition, so I bought it. My invoice won't be too bad. Oh. I got the MS65 piece dollar. Oh. Yeah, that one was going for like 100 and something, wasn't it? Hold on, I think I got the auction sheet still up. Oh no, I don't. Darn it. That one. It was there was that, and there was something else I was looking at, and they were both, in the higher range. It was it that and maybe a Morgan or something? Yeah, it can be dangerous over there at Flips. There for a while, he was getting a lot of cool stuff, a lot of odd stuff. It was getting me. I got some. I'll call them ancient coins. I don't know what everybody calls them. Some really old coins, whatever floats your boat. I got some of those. Gold. Tons and tons of Benjis and Kennedys. Halves. Halves were my gateway drug, I think, into numismatics. And so I got lots and lots of slabbed halves. 90%ers. Some 40s. Not many. 40s, I think. I got a few. I got a slabbed war nickel that's... I don't even know where it is. But I got a slabbed war nickel. It's... I'm sure there's higher grades. It's not like top pop or anything. But it's pretty high up there. And it kind of looks like other nickels. Obviously a little off because it's, silver. But it's got luster. It's got shine. Like, it's not dirty and beat up like all the other war nickels. And so that's kind of cool to see what they, would look like if they weren't all beat up and tarnished. So And that's actually a really weird mixture. That 35% silver, it they look visibly different. It's I don't know. I kind of like it, but that's I probably like it because it's not that common. Hey, go to bed, Sarah. Yeah. Well, yeah. From stacking silver, I am going to bed. Thank you very much. I have a couple of more rolls to do, and then I'm going to bed. Thank you, Sarah, for checking on me. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, it was like, because I was buying silver. I'm stacking silver, and that's primarily what I did. I didn't really mess with the coins, and then just Flip got me on like one or two, and then I'm like, okay, like, and then you finally get them and you look at them like a Benji, and you have all this junk. Silver. Constitutional would be mad at me for calling it that, but you have all this constitutional silver, right, that looks like garbage, for the most part. And then you see like a MS-65 Benji, and you're like, oh, okay, you know, this is cool. I like seeing the pretty. And it's still silver, so it's the best of both worlds. And then I just, a little slippery slope, and now I have 5-ounce quarters and gold standing Liberty. I think that's like a half ounce. Cool. I don't know. Something like that. I think it's a half-ounce gold. I got the gold Merc dime. I have the gold Kennedy half, which I think that one's somewhere around 3/4 of an ounce of gold. That one's slabbed by Anax. Higher grade, not the highest, but like a 69D cam. So I have some of that stuff now, and I tell myself it's still silver or it's still gold, but I got a bunch of coins too. Proof sets. Oh, there's a decent Yellowstone. We'll see if that's an upgrade. I got some proof sets. I was buying those because they were cheap. I knew they weren't silver, but I bought some of those kind of early on eBay, and that was something too that Flip got me on one of the early streams I was in. He had like a ton of proof sets, and I only thought he had like the 10. He had like a run, and I picked up the run, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I'll buy him. And then it turned out he had more than that. Like, he was like, oh, I can piece together. And I'm like, all right, I'll take some more, just because I like looking at I had become accustomed to looking at the shiny. And I'm like, okay, well, if they're clad, at least like they're the prettiest clad coins. Again, things you tell yourself when you're breaking your own rules. Plus, I was so bored of the silver. I mean, bars and some of the different patterns can be cool. His air kicked on. What? What was that? Oh, is it really that bad? It shouldn't be. The mic should... Oh, wow. It is really loud. Try to direct the microphone a bit. See if that'll help. Is that helping at all? No? Yeah, it's my furnace. Oh, why am I opening another roll? I'm not even done with this one. See, I'm getting distracted. Look at me. But yeah, it was a mess. Things I tell myself to get away from being bored and stacking silver. First, you tell yourself it's still silver, and then you're buying slab Benjis for $20, $30+ each. That's not very stacker of you, you know? But I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm still very happy with all the stuff I have. And I got some really cool stuff that, you know, some people don't. I have really nice, I think it's like an AU-58 Walking Liberty. And it's not the best, you know? But it's just so nice to look at a Walking Liberty half that's in good shape. I pull it out often. I have a proof Silver Eagle in like its display case thing that I keep on my desk to look at to remind me why I work. You know, aside from the obvious reasons. But like when my job is bothering me or otherwise asking a lot of me and stressing me out, I look at that as a reminder of why I work so hard. You know, my kids and all that stuff too, but I mean like don't forget the shiny. You know, you still want to buy silver, you gotta work. Kind of thing. And yeah, it might be hard to hear me. I just replaced the filter in that thing, so it's probably moving more air than it was like a few days ago with a filter that was on the last of its life. So it may be, in fact, louder than it was in previous streams. Hopefully me moving the microphone helped a little, but probably not. Man, these quarters just are not on my side tonight. But that's bound to happen eventually. We got 5 more rolls on the table. Going on in the chat. Now you know what to take. Yeah. Time to move the stack, guys. Time to move it. She knows too much. It's okay. I think my daughter tries to take more from me than anyone. Every time I show her something, she tries to grab it. I gave the kids a couple of coins this weekend. Little 10th ounce Cook Islands. I forget. Cook Islands. One of the pirate ships. Little 10th ouncers. They're in like capsules, but I gave each of the kids one of those. I try to give them something every so often. They each have their own little stack. And eventually, hopefully they kind of take an interest. My son is doing an amazing job of saving money. For 8 years old, he's doing way better than I ever would have been able to. And he's saving up for something. So he's learning a little bit about saving and hopefully the value of things. And I have to say, the thing that he's saving up for is pretty darn expensive. So I am looking forward to him actually achieving that goal. And the way he's at it, it seems like he's going to. So that's going to be a pretty big day for him when that comes around. What is going on there? It's a die chip. Little that one actually kind of looks like a Hershey's Kiss, like legitimately. We'll zoom in a bit. I like this camera, but it bothers me when I get close like this. So yeah, a little Hershey's Kiss. and something starting there on the front. I feel like it's, I'm not going to say it's like super easy to find those. You gotta look, but I feel like they're getting more commonplace because all the really, really bad ones got pulled, right? People found them. I feel like little ones like that got passed up. They were just looking for the really bad, extreme dye chips, and so, the rest of us get pretty lucky. It's not much, but one of these days I'm going to see how much I can get on a progression set. Obviously, I won't have any. I have one that's pretty bad, but it's not like the worst ones you see. It's just kind of large, not like the full head ones that you see that's like crossed all the way up into the lettering. But it's decent. Tall grass, but it's a filly. What is Frostbite talking about? They will, as long as you don't miss out on time with it. If you spend more time with coins than them, they will resent you and hate coins later. I don't believe that's an it. I try. That's why it's 1 a.m. and I'm on here with you guys, because I don't typically do this for multiple reasons. I try not to do it while the kids are awake. Now, sometimes it happens, but usually if I'm doing this, they're doing their own kind of thing, and we've had like a day of it already. But yeah, I try not to impede on that. I make sure that we're all done, tired, and in for the night before I really start trying to do anything much for myself. Ruin this roll. I kind of miss, like, I don't know why they got away from the plastic rolls. Is it like that these are biodegradable or what? Because those plastic ones would be super easy to look for silver in. Matter of fact, heck, that might have been one of the reasons why they got rid of them. Not, that primarily, but people were going to banks like, can I see them? No, I don't want these. Give me the ones with silver in them. Well, that's a decent 94. Oh, Tracy says, enjoy those kids. You turn around for a second and boom, they're gone. Yeah, I'm trying. My daughter's 10. My son is 8 now. And I don't feel like they should be. It's gone very quick. I know the time's passed. I know I was there, but it just disappears. It's crazy. And so, yeah, I'm trying. Although, I do look forward to the time when they're like a little older. Hopefully, I can kind of like interact with them a little more on like an adult level and actually like have deep, meaningful conversations with them that don't turn into whatever they're into now. I want to buy Robux. I want a new video game. Can I do this? Can I do that? I'm trying to. My daughter is real big on like eating out. Not real big, but like we have been in the past. If we wanted to go out, we would go out. But she's been asking for stuff, and I do oblige her from time to time, but I'm like explaining to her and trying to get through that, like, no, we don't go out and get special stuff every day. We don't go out to eat, on a regular basis. We don't, what's that one? The damn, it's like, what do they call it? Like milk tea or something, the boba stuff or whatever. She asked for one the other day, and she went with me, and I got coins from the bank, and like she stomached through all that and helped me and didn't complain too much. So I said, you know what? Okay, I will. And then the next the next day, oh, there's a little nick in this one, but the back that came out of a book that had just looks too good. It's a Vermont, and here's a California that looks really nice too. Um, the next day she asked for boba. She was like, "Can we go to the place again?" And I don't even know how much it was. I didn't dare to look. I'm sure it was not cheap for this milk tea thing. And I've tried them, and they're disgusting. I sorry if you like them. I I don't. I tried. I think like two or three different ones, hoping that maybe I was. It was just like the flavor. No, they're all bad, and I don't know why everybody likes it, but she does, and so I took her to it. But then she wanted to go again, and I explained very calmly, you know, we don't do nice stuff like that every day. I said, if people that do are the people that don't have money because they're spending it on things like that and not, saving, doing whatever else. Like, those are treats, and, you can have treats, but not generally every day, right? That gets expensive. We stopped doing a lot of that, but we have a date night where we go to our place and eat, do homework, talk about the day, and oh, she shares a lot with you. That's nice. That's very nice. Make sure you take. Yeah, I guess I do the dances. I take them both out. But yeah, I guess the daughter thing will be very important in the coming years. Thanks for reminding me, Frostbite, about the pain and anguish that I'm about to go through in the coming years. I can't wait. But yeah, no, that is a good tip. Uh, I'm trying. My son, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of trying to support him, and I think he's going to grow up to be a respectful person. My daughter, currently, she's good, but she's a little. Oh, there's a nice bicentennial. She's a little, just a tad on the emotional side. Like she'll be great, 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 and then like something will happen, and her whole little demeanor will melt down. So we're working on that, trying not to let emotions get the best of us, and those things. Um, it's okay to be sad, but you know, small things shouldn't ruin your day, kind of stuff. And so those are the lessons we're working on now. And we can't learn them fast enough. That's why I was saying just like a little more hopefully into like the teenage years. A little, I said a little. I'll feel better when like I can talk to them and it feels like they're actually listening, and hearing me and responding, and we're actually having a dialogue back and forth. But right now, it's a challenge sometimes. My son today, he wanted to squirt his like water gun thing, and it's a bigger gun, so it's a decent amount of water involved. And he tells me, "Dad, I'm gonna go squirt this in the bathtub thing." Like, yeah, okay, go ahead. Don't get water everywhere. Blah blah blah. Okay, so he does that, and then he comes back a little bit later, and he's like, "Dad, I want to go outside and squirt this outside." And I said, "Okay, you realize it's really cold. You got to bundle up, do all this. But if you want to go out in the backyard and squirt the water gun, you can. You can, don't be out there forever. But yes, fine." And so I knew, the dog's going to go out there with him. And I said to him, "Okay, whatever you do, don't squirt the dog." That was good until he forgot. And the dog got some squirting, and then, we had the talk. And, he just probably got too happy about the whole thing, and he's thinking, in the summertime, I've squirted the dog. I don't think he did it to be mean. I think the dog was probably playing with him in some form or fashion, and he just got too excited. But the dog was a little too wet for the temperature and everything. So when I did find out, I had to take her into the bathroom and blow dry her off and try to warm her up and explain to him why, that was not cool, especially because we talked about it, right? That was the one thing I asked him not to do, and that was the one thing that he ended up doing. So, these things happen, Sometimes you gotta squirt the dog. And she was probably asking for it, getting in his way, or he's squirting water, so she was interested. I get it. I'm not blaming him completely. I wasn't really mad at him, just more concerned for the dog, right? Because this was not a small amount of water. It was a decent amount. She was wet. Took me I think about a half an hour or more to blow dry her to a satisfactory level to where I didn't think she was gonna, suffer from it. Not fun. Ah, yes, the children. Okay, cactus. Oh, yep. See, that's a good example. For anyone wondering, you just right there at that corner, right above that M, you can just start to see that dye chip starting to form. I'm not going to keep it, but yeah, dye chip. Arizona quarters. Cactus. Over the maker's initials, or the designer's initials, I guess you have to say. What is that? Dun, dun, dun. See, now, it's there, but it's not. This, again, looks like one of those, they tried to fix a die. Oh, that's funny. What a pipe dream. They listen less. Oh, great. Listen to me. Great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everyone's encouragement how my life's going to just go down the tubes in the next 10 to 20 years. So, I mean, it's a die chip. But you can see where the repair was, and then it started coming back off a bit. I mean, I don't know. It's real small. I'm going to toss it back. Throw somebody else a bone. I can't remember if I've gone through these because I'm talking too much. Probably, but we're going to look anyway because I can't remember. Yeah, I did. I remembered one of them. It looked too familiar. The connection to the server timed out on a cell phone, Tracy? I have no idea. But on my side, my connection's good. I think. Based on what I'm seeing. I'm still connected to my internet. Everything looks good on my end. That is a weird error if that came up on your cell phone, because it wouldn't be a server, it would be like a tower. That's hit retry, it should take you back in. Yeah, hopefully. That is a strange one. You really are having some cell phone issues. Yeah, I like mine where it was just dead, because at least then you kind of know where you stand. It's when something's like half working, Oh, that gets me, I think, more upset than something just not working at all. Because it sort of works, but it doesn't. In whatever regard, whatever thing you're talking about, it bothers me. Nothing in that. We will go through this roll, but in anticipation, we will go ahead and throw up another giveaway. Why not? They're grand bars. I don't feel too bad. Now, I will say, the whole thing, quite expensive. They don't seem like much, but to buy them, it's a couple bucks, basically a bar, and that's actually half decent prices. Most people, you see people around trying to sell these. We got an alligator and a squirrel. Um, I see people around trying to sell these things for all kinds of stuff, but um, decent price. Yeah, if you're lucky, you can get them $1.50, maybe $2 a gram. Because they're so small, they require so much work to make. Or at least, that's the reasoning you get when you inquire. So, giveaways open. Donna, you can get in if you want. Somebody else won earlier, so it's not technically the last one, but I'll leave that up to you if you're still around. But you are welcome to. There's not a lot of people in here, so it's not a super big deal. Some of these winners win multiple things. I think Siren alone and Jimmy, I think I've mailed to them each a couple of times, easy. So the channel giveaways, I've been more generous in other avenues than I have been on my own channel, if that makes any sense. P looks like a D. Dun, 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 dun. Two minutes. Frostbite. He needs some gram bars. The Ada Mae Wong, it's a decent quarter. I just don't like that border. And then the Bessie Coleman that's coming out looks very similar. And they did the same kind of thing on the Eleanor Roosevelt. I don't like it. Alright, about halfway through. I got a minute left on the giveaway. There's still only 4 of you in. Jimmy's in. Jimmy's trying to get some free silver. Yeah, there's lots of Ada Mae Wongs. I don't know. Those have to be full of Ada Mae Wongs because they all came from the same batch, and they're all the only enders present are 2022 and Ada Mae Wong. It seems highly unlikely that they would be anything else, but I may actually open one just to see. But it's, I often wonder, like, where these people, I guess, like, to really get an MS-70, you kind of have to, like, bust it out of a set, a mint set or something, because I feel, okay, Roadhog's in, now we're good. All right, here we go. Oh, and look at that, Mr. Roadhog. Gotta love it. Okay. So, congratulations, sir. Much appreciated, as always. But, as I was saying, it seems, I don't think it's possible. I really, with as much as they scrutinize, the MS-70, or now as NGCX would state, a 10, as much as a perfect coin is scrutinized, I just don't believe it's possible to pull one out of a bankroll. I just don't. Maybe, like, I don't even think mint wrapped rolls. Like, I don't even think all those would be 70. So I really think you'd have to pull it from like a proof set to get a 70. That's my theory anyway. So let me get back to the chat. I was on the giveaway still. Your autocorrect is messing up. Give it up to Tracy? Okay. Well, if I give it up to Tracy, which is fine, I will do that. Tracy has to email me. So, let me spell it correctly. Got it. I will do that. So, Roadhog, you for sure have my email address. But, Tracy, you can... Roadhog, do the exclamation winner. And it should actually... I don't know if it'll put Tracy's name in it. I don't think it pulls... It might. It's okay, Tracy. You got it anyways. Roadhog was gracious enough. Lord knows he's he's won enough over here from time to time. But yeah, either do exclamation email or exclamation winner and copy that email, Tracy, and send me an email with your address. Or if you are on a personal communication form with Roadhog, he for sure has my email. We talk all the time. Right? Yeah, Homestead, nothing special. Alright. So, look at the book and see if we got that die chip. The Crossing the Delaware, the little one. Oh, we're missing 3. Oh, man. Okay, Acadia we don't have. Glacier. Oh. We didn't have a Glacier. Okay, I was wrong. So we did get a book fill. Now we're down to 2. And Yosemite. Is this better than our Yellowstone? It's a toss-up. I think it is, though. It's just got less overall scratches and things. Tracy, you better email me. It's not cool unless you take it. It's a gift at this point. It's not just a giveaway. Roadhog gave it to you. So send me an email. I'll wait. Don't worry about that. No rush. But, okay, so now we're down to 2. We are missing Acadia, which I've seen plenty of. When you're filling a book, they disappear. The coins you need disappear. But we need an Acadia, and we need Yosemite National Park. And that's it. And then we will have a full book of... Well, they got the Tuskegee Airmen as the last one in here. And then there's 2 spots here. I don't know. I feel like I need to do something there, but I don't know what to do. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll see if I can find a couple decent W's or something. I think that would be cool to throw in the book. That's what I can do. I can throw just a W 2019 and AW 2020 because this technically follows through there. So that's, yes, there's more varieties with the mint marks and all that, but this isn't a mint mark set. It's basically just a type set, sort of all the different ones. So I feel like those should probably go in here, in all honesty. And it's funny too, and I don't think they knew probably when they made the book at first, but it's got the Denver and the Philadelphia fronts. So really, this should have the W and the W75 privy in it. So that is perfect, I think. So that is what we will do with the book. Now, finding good examples of those, or at least decent ones, going to be a little more pricey, but that's what we'll do. Anna, I'm crazy. Welcome in. Unfortunately, I think we're at the tail end of the stream. I have small children who I have to get up and care for and feed breakfast, which tomorrow is turkey, bacon, and eggs. Which, does anybody know what happened with eggs? I don't know. I just buy stuff. And I saw recently everyone complaining about the prices of eggs. And I have no idea why, because I don't keep up on stuff. And everyone was making jokes like eggs were crazy expensive. And they may be, but I didn't realize. Oh, flip. Well, look at that. And I'm already done for the night. I just did 2 rows of quarters. We didn't find much. We found a book fill. We found a very small Washington Crossing the Delaware die chip. Nothing to write home about. And there were some really nice examples in there. I found one Arkansas that I feel like keeping. I'll move up on it. And that's funny. The raid comes through as I'm about to call it a night. I knew Flip was going to run long, though, with the late start and everything. So I was just trying to sort some coins while I had the opportunity with the kids sleeping. As parents know, silence is probably worth its weight in gold. So there were some really nice ones like this. This has like something right there, just a little imperfection, but other than that, the coin's in really good shape. For like what, a 2003? Yeah, or 2? 3. So maybe after the national parks, I will go back. I have a bunch of BU, AUBU, state courts, and now the AC kicks, or well, the heater kicks on, and it's probably loud again. But I might start state parks, state quarters next, and run like a really nice set of those. That'll be a challenge as well. But I'm going to get away from quarters if I can start getting halves the way that I want to, which my second bank claims they can. So we'll see how that works out in a couple of weeks. I am still pressuring Big Flip about the coin roll hunting mats, though. I have not forgot. I know he's been busy, he has other stuff, but I'm looking. I was almost on Amazon, and I almost bought one. Just cause I need something. Look at that camera angle. I'm on a plastic table here. This is what I call a desk. Remember, I'm cheap. So anyway, yeah, nickels are fun, but I'm almost done with nickels. And well, not almost, I'm close. I still need all the 38s for sure. I have some gaps still, but I'm almost done with the nickel set. So I'm not starting the buffaloes. There's no way. Buffaloes, I'm not even going to do. Barbers, I'm not going to do. I'm running out of stuff. And the women's quarters, it's something not fun to me about collecting a set while it's still in, like, heavily in progress. if that makes sense. Like the women's quarters, I'm not hating on them. I'll collect them, I'm sure, at some point. But I'll wait until they're, almost all out, I would think. Because otherwise, it's just not going to be near as fun to try to fill a book if you have to wait like a year for the next 5 coins to come out. Like, maybe I'm crazy. I'm definitely crazy. But yeah, I'll have to get into like odder stuff. Like start putting together like typesets or something. But obviously they're not going to be like brilliant examples or anything, but like a typeset of some kind. But anyway, it is 1:30 in the morning, and as much as I appreciate the raid, I certainly do. I am going to call it a night. I was just searching a little bit, and I will continue sometime, maybe even Sunday night. Depends on how my day goes. But I will continue Sunday night or maybe early next week with the rest of this box, but it has been lackluster so far. So, with that in mind, I will bid you all farewell for the evening. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you, Flip, for sending the raid. Glad you finally got everything wrapped up over there. And I look forward to getting my package once I pay my invoice in the morning. Thank you, everybody.